Peace to the two people in the chat. Y'all know I just opened my eyes. I start these witching hour revelations off with a meditation. I admit, this should have been happening last night, and I think I may have rescheduled this particular live stream a couple of times. And I've been in a very Twilight Zone-y, type of space. Welcome, Dimitri, and the other two people in the chat. I'm very well, Dimitri. Like I said, I'm in a very Twilight Zone-y type of space, meaning that I've taken on a few new clients, okay, which is a good thing always. Shout out to my clients. This new moon energy is I don't know. I feel very nurtured by it, but I felt like a very heavy shift because I actually meant to go live last night. And when I looked at it, because I don't, the thing about it, y'all, is I don't remember last night. Okay. It's like, okay, did I get abducted or something? Because I don't remember last night. Okay. I remember scheduling a live, and I must have started to go live. Okay. Because when I looked at what I had on here, I had gone live for like 5 minutes. Okay. And I had my meditation music playing in the background or whatever. And then nothing happened. Right. And I'm telling y'all, that is the last thing I remember. I woke up today, right? I woke up today, and it's just so weird. I was in my bed, okay, tucked in, or just as nicely, I was in the bed. The sun was shining outside because my curtains were open in my room. Sun shining so beautiful and golden. I felt so rested. I have not rested so well. in years. Okay, but I will say that because I keep a an affirmation journal, I keep a manifestation journal, and a prayer journal, and I had written some very significant things, in my journals before I went to bed. Things that I wanted to happen, things that I wanted to be released from, things that I wanted to just make peace with. I wanted these things released from my energy. So I wake up and because, like I said, the sun's shining, it's so beautiful. I hear children playing outside, I hear the birds chirping, and I feel amazing. Like my whole body just felt regenerated from head to toe. And I mean, like I said, I haven't rested that well since before I can remember. And I'm like, damn, I feel so good. First of all, though, what am I doing in bed? Because I don't even remember going to bed, okay? But I wake up, I'm like, I don't even care. I feel good. I just knew I could feel that there had been some sort of shift. Okay. And somehow, because I know that whenever my spirits want to work on me, they put me to sleep. But like, I don't remember a damn thing. Okay. I just remember getting ready to do that live and then waking up in my bed. But the weirdest part about it, y'all, I'm coming down the hallway, I'm feeling so good, after you've had a good rest. And I come in, I start my Keurig because that's the first thing I do is go get me some coffee, right? So I'm like, I'm about to get some coffee. And so I start the Keurig, and it's beautiful. So I go into the living room. I'm like, I'm getting ready to open the blinds and let some of this beautiful sunshine in. And when I looked at the clock, the clock said 5:10 p.m. Okay. And I'm like, how in the hell did I sleep until past 5 o'clock? I'm thinking I could have swore I thought it was like maybe 10 or 11 at the most. I thought that I had slept in. Okay. So I'm like, okay, it's 10 or 11. Okay. But no, I was like, oh my God, it's 5. It was after 5 p.m. Okay. So that's a whole lot of time because I would say I think I deleted that other live, but I remember that it was set to start around midnight or something. And that was like around the time that I must have fell asleep. Okay. And I slept until 5 p.m. Okay. So I'm like, son, what the hell happened? So then when I wake up, like I said, I feel amazing. I've been feeling really good all day. I just feel like I'm in a different world. So that's why I say I feel very Twilight Zone-y. Okay. I'm so serious, y'all. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I wasn't even gonna come on camera. But yeah, Demetri, you say so. So you say that you feel this too. That's good. I'm good. It's good because you know what? The world feels so beautiful to me right now. Like, I mean, inside of me, I feel so at peace and like the things that I prayed to have removed from myself, I feel like they have been removed. Something has been removed. Something is definitely shifted. It feels weird. I feel it's a good weird though. Like, damn, I feel like I really went to sleep and woke up in a different world. Okay, that's how I feel, and I'm absolutely loving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm absolutely loving it. So my day has been weird all day. I woke up. The first thing I did was call my mom. Like, Mom, I woke up at 5 o'clock. Okay, and my mom is just like me. Like, she just started laughing. We laughed about it together. Like, what's the hell? Like, what the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? She was like, girl, you needed that rest. So I did. But I just feel very different. And it's weird too, y'all, because I was reading no, I was looking at videos about I was doing some research too on walk-ins. Okay, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but I'm sitting here wondering, like, damn, am I a walk-in right now? Because I feel very different, okay, in some sort of way, okay. But like I said, it's a good different. It's a good different, okay. So anyway, very Twilight Zone-ish, okay, because it is 12:44 where I am, and like I am up. because I didn't wake up till 5. Like something shifted while I was asleep. In the meantime, I do remember before I got sleepy, and the reason when I was going to go live, I felt very heavy hearted, like a lot of people, and I knew it wasn't my stuff, right? A lot of people are was feeling that. That's what I was feeling. A lot of people were feeling because and I wanted them to know that it was going to pass, okay, that it was going, whatever they was feeling, because it was a lot, okay. People were feeling you know I think a lot of residual pain from things that people have gone through, even stuff from way back. It was coming up, okay, because it's coming up to be released, okay. And I was feeling that from a lot of people, very heavy hearted. And maybe for some reason I got put to sleep, and a lot of that stuff got put to sleep as well. It got released, okay. During the sleep, I felt that I got put to sleep in this reality so that I could go do some work on another level, because when I woke up, I don't feel that anymore. Okay. So it's some, like I said, we're in very strange days right now, you guys. Very strange, but so beautiful. Like I'm loving it. I hope that y'all are doing well. And if you're not, I'm sending you all this love light, okay, and healing energy. Okay. So suck it in. I'm giving it freely, okay? Because yesterday I was feeling a lot, okay, of everybody's stuff, but I intentionally released. Welcome, Mark and Phoenix Rising. Thank you so much, Phoenix. Girl, I haven't slept like that in, I feel like I slept. I was like, have I been asleep for 24 hours or for 48 hours? I feel absolutely refreshed. How are you, Mark? How is everybody? Yes, I hope y'all can suck it in, because I definitely did some traveling. I did some healing. I did a lot while I was sleeping. And like I said, somebody tucked me into bed, okay? Someone tucked me into my bed. And I was so comfortable because I know I didn't go to bed. I did not go to bed, okay? I was woke up and I was in the damn bed, okay? I fell asleep and woke up feeling. Yes, honey, we are in a. I think we shifted. Okay, we are in a new. We're in the new world. We're in the new earth. Okay, good. I'm so good. I hope everybody's in good spirits, because I'm like, yesterday, I think I was processing a lot. I think I was processing a lot of people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I know that it was coming up to be released. Okay, so that, because since it has been released, I do feel that everyone's vibes have raised. Okay, and so for those of you who it hasn't happened yet, I promise you it's coming. Okay, I got a peach candle lit here. Okay, one of the fat ones. It smells so good with two flames. Okay, my flames are dancing and it's beautiful. And I also got a rose scented one here, okay, because I just been so in love with roses right now, okay, because roses, they're also in the higher realms, and angels and fairies, and they're attracted to roses, okay. So it's something about roses, and something that I've noticed too, y'all, and I'm just kind of rambling right now, but I'm gonna get to the point. I've noticed that something about when I put it in my hands, because I know that a lot of my power and my energy comes from my hands, you know what I'm saying? And so after I wash my hands, so my spirits have been telling me to put rose water on them. And if anyone gets hot hands, like if your hands get hot when it's time to do something, to do some divination, to go touch something, to go release, go touch a tree, touch the earth, if you have that ability, put the rose water on. I'm telling you, it turns it up like 100%. So there's something very holy, okay, or something very powerful about rose water, okay. So now I can't live without it. Like the people up there, the man thinks I drink it. The man, and I do sometimes. I will put a cap full of the rose water in my tea, okay, but I don't really drink it like that. I take baths in it. And he seemed shocked, because he was like, how do you drink rose water? And I was like, well, you can drink it, you know what I'm saying? I was like, but no, but I bathe in it. So I guess he was imagining that I was pouring like 1 million bottles in there per bath, but no, I add a bottle of rose water But I've noticed that the rose water really raises my vibrations, and it's very cleansing energetically and spiritually for your hands if you do work or divination or anything that you do with your hands. Okay. So yeah, my clients, y'all been keeping me busy too. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been to the graveyard in years. Okay, but I had to go and to do some work done. Okay, and I'm not out here doing killing nobody or nothing, y'all, but you know what I'm saying, there were some things that needed to be done. Okay. And so just a lot of things that I hadn't done in a while, you know, that I've had to do, but I've noticed a lot of other people having a lot of stuff coming up. Okay, guilt, fears, and stuff like that from the past. But let it come up. Okay, allow those things to come up and allow them to pass through. Okay, because a lot of people's hearts were heavy yesterday. Remembering things and, you know, reliving things and holding on to things. Yes. So it's coming up, Mark, because we have all of these planets in retrograde, okay? And Mars has just joined, okay? So Mars is all about, you know, our creativity. It's our passion, you know. Being in retrograde, it may flare some people's tempers, you know what I'm saying? You may be feeling overly sexual or not sexual enough. It affects all of these you know, all of these areas. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's just a weird time for a lot of people. And so for me, like I said, I feel like I went to sleep, I slept forever, and I woke up in a new world. Okay. So it's weird, but I feel amazing. Okay. So because you know what, we need to understand, because these things are going to come up. It's a process. It comes up in waves. Okay. So, you know, if it's coming up, don't push that back down like you've probably been doing your whole life, but allow it to pass through you. Okay. Because this too will pass. Okay. Yes. And you can also get concentrated rose water for different things. Like I added into my bath, my love wash that I sell in my shop, my hibiscus flower love wash. I put the hibiscus flower and the rose petals, but I also add the concentrated rose water. Okay. And it's amazing. Okay. I love it, Phoenix Rising, because you know, when I was younger, I never liked the smell of roses. For some reason I didn't like them. Okay. And maybe it was because my mom they say she didn't like roses. So you know how you just adopt something and be like, yeah, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And so then when I, you know, stopped being so symbiotic with my mom, you know what I'm saying, which I still am, but not as, you know, I'm my own person. You know what I'm saying? Then I realize I do love the smell of roses. Okay, especially now, and especially in the work that I do, I love the vibration of the roses, the energy, the frequency, the vibes. Okay. But what we have to understand, y'all, is that the process of ascension is one of releasing stuff. It's one of releasing the pain. And right now we are healing past traumas, past transgressions from many lifetimes. Okay. So if you're going through that, if you're having emotional ups and downs or whatever that you're feeling, because a lot of people have been feeling like they're being punished for stuff. Okay. Because you hear a lot about the karma and karmic stuff going on. Okay. People feel like they're being punished for stuff, and you're not being punished. I got attacked last week. Will the karma come back on them now that the moon? I will say this, Jason Schaffner, karma has not been taken, like, you know, before in the past where karma would take a long time to come back. Yeah, I put like a cap full of the rose water in my tea, Demetri. I just do it because my spirit said do it, and I like the flavor of it. I'm like, this is going to make me pretty inside. Okay. Because you know, magic is all about that. It's about your intent. And so I most definitely do. But Jason Schaffner, I can say for a fact that I do know that because of the planetary alignments and the way that they are aligned right now, that karma is coming back 100 times swifter good and bad karma, than the time that it used to take. Okay, we have shifted into a realm where karma is, yes, right back right around the corner, honey. So they will, if someone has wronged you, you know what I'm saying, and it's universal law that is definitely coming back around. And I would say, no, it won't take long at all. Okay, but basically, I'm looking at my notes, y'all. When y'all see me looking down, I have my little book here with my downloads written. Okay, so like I was saying, the process itself is one of, you're going to have these waves of emotions coming up, these waves of thinking about things, especially if you're a person who didn't get closure in certain situations, if you did not complete, you have loose ends, you have unfinished business. Those things are harder to let go of. But if first of all, you have to make the decision in your mind that you are going to let go of that, and you know what I'm saying, and move forward. Okay, and then your spirits help you with the process, but understand that it is a process. Okay, and so your higher self, it's what's monitoring your progress, okay, down the spiritual path. When you decide, you know what I'm saying, that I'm moving forward from whatever it is. So when these things come up, just know that you're not being judged. It's not because of something that you did that's bad, but this is old residual stuff that's been probably stuck in your chakras, that has kept your chakras blocked. It's coming up to the surface, so allow yourself to feel those feelings. Okay, it may come with a memory, it may come with dreams that you've had. You may just wake up and just be emotional, but if you feel the need to cry, go ahead and cry. Okay, don't push it down, don't deny those feelings, let them flow, because if they flow through you, then this is a method of release. Okay, and understand that you have, because I told you I used to call mine the big me. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it's your higher self. It's whatever you refer it to. Okay, that is what is monitoring your progress. Okay, and it's rewarding you along the way as you do things. So when you get blessings, y'all know the Ace of Pentacles, in the tarot, it looks like a big hand coming out of the clouds, and it has this big coin in it. Okay, this is when, like, your higher self is just offering you a gift, a blessing. Okay, this is a miracle, a miraculous blessing, and it's usually something tangible that you can hold. You know what I'm saying, a new car, a new house, money, an inheritance, something. You know what I'm saying, this is how these blessings come from your higher self. Okay, it's watching you as you're going down this path, and it's monitoring your progress. Okay, it's also your higher self that will place obstacles in your way when you're trying to go down the wrong path, and you're wondering why nothing is working for you. Why is my money blocked? Why is things not flowing for me? Why, you know what I'm saying, does everything seem to go wrong? Why is everything so hard for me? This is because your higher self is blocking that. Okay, because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of times we're trying to satisfy ego needs and ego wants and desires, and we want it so bad that we've convinced ourselves that that God sent it to us, that God told us, especially a narc. Okay, especially a narc. A narc will lie on God in a minute. If it's something that they want to do and they know it's not right, they will use God, especially if the person that they're trying to manipulate is religious or whatever you believe in. You know what I'm saying? They will use that. And say God told them, you know what I'm saying, we supposed to be together and all of that. Okay, so regardless of whatever somebody else is saying, our own discernment should let us know. And like I said, run it through your heart, because your heart, it always knows the truth. Okay, it's the part of you that's able to know the truth by the way it feels. Okay, so it's all about focusing on your heart center. Okay, but your higher self is monitoring you, and it's either giving you rewards according to you know what I'm saying, your progress, getting back to self, okay? Or it's putting blocks and obstacles in your way, trying to turn you back towards, you know what I'm saying, your path of ascension. So if you're not ascending, if you're going down the wrong road and following temptations and devil energy, then you're going to have all types of blockage and difficulties along your way, because your higher self is saying, no, that's not, that's not the way to go. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, if you're experiencing that, then consider that this might be what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, I'm telling you, we try to tell ourselves, especially a narcissist, okay, that their ego, and what their ego wants is what God is telling them to do. Okay. They have a habit of doing that. If God had told you to do it, you wouldn't have so many, what I'm saying, so many obstacles in your way. Okay. And it wouldn't be impossible, because no matter, you can get close as hell and it still will be snatched right up out your face, because, when you start going down a road that was not written, okay, in your own record for you to do, is if it's not part of your akash, if it's not part of your plan, then the devil will be allowed, okay, to do whatever you know what I'm saying, to play with you, because you've taken yourself out of where the areas where your spirits are protecting you. They're not going to protect you going down the road that they didn't tell you to go down, because you saw the devil's pie down that road. So I'm gonna go down there right quick and I'll be right back. Well, while you down there, understand that your ass is not protected. Okay, you have no guidance. Okay, you have no protection, and you know what I'm saying. So understand that anything is possible. Anything might happen to you. Okay, because you have taken yourself away from the umbrella of spiritual protection. Okay, but if you are listening, when you make better decisions, again, you get rewards from your higher self, and at all times you're being guided, okay, towards your destiny, what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, but you're at no time are you being judged and punished. Okay, but the universal laws that were already set in place is what's happening. Okay, so the Most High's ways are so perfect that ain't nobody, God is not sitting here watching every little thing you do and rewarding and punishing like that. Your higher self is, which is your connection, your direct connection to the Most High. It is the God of your life, okay? But it's not rewarding and punishing you action by action. But the ways are so perfect that those laws are already set in place. Okay, so whatever moves you make, there is a reaction. So for every action, there is a reaction. Okay, so the law is already set into place that if you out here doing dirty, if you have ill intentions, then the law is already set in place for that to come back around. Okay, the energy, again, any energy that you are radiating, it is shooting out from you in a figure eight, in a figure eight form, gathering more and more energy of like frequency, and it's coming right back to hit your ass. Okay, and so when you understand that, then you know what I'm saying, you understand that the law is already in place for those who have ill intent to receive the effects of what they intended to cause for other people. If you understand that figure eight infinity symbol. Okay, so it's impossible to send some energy out, okay, especially when you have no idea how to I ain't even finna go off into that, but you know what I'm saying, most people don't. So they got continuously, especially if you're a narcissist and you do stuff and you think you can hurt another person without it coming back to you. This is why they stay in a perpetual loop of hypnotic rhythm, because they create more and more and more karma for themselves. They don't learn from their mistakes. Okay, and so our thoughts and our intentions comprise the frequency of our auric field. Okay, and that is what, so you know what I'm saying, you can always feel when somebody got bad vibes, when they got bad energy. Okay, and that is what is extending out from you in that figure eight pattern at all times, your own auric field, your own energy. Okay, so when you ain't even really got to worry about the people who, you know what I'm saying? You can speed it up on them, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to worry about whether they're going to get got or not, because their own energy is what it usually, it ends up being their demise. Okay, so you know anything whatever you intend for another person, this is why I say the law of cause and effect. This is the way that I say it. You will experience the effects of what you cause. Okay, it's coming back. You send it out, it's coming back, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Why is it pressed down, shaken together, run over? Because as it's going around that loop, it's gathering more energy of like frequency. So by the time it comes back, it has snowballed. It's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So you know what I'm saying? If you sent out this ball of hatred, and it was, what I'm saying, like a 10-pound ball of hatred, when it gets back to you, it's going to be 100 pounds. Okay, when it hits you. Okay, but let's think in terms of positive energy. You know what I'm saying? It's the same effect. Okay, so the reason why I say this is why I say that the human being is a self-correcting mechanism, because if you got some damn common sense, eventually you figure that out. You start to understand that, and you start to be better. You start to you know what I'm saying, radiate a better energy. You start being invested in raising your vibration. You know what I'm saying? Being better to people, wanting to share, wanting to give. You cannot fool the laws of the universe though by saying, let me give to a charity, or let me give to some people so that I can get the blessings, because you know what I'm saying? You can't fool, you know what I'm saying, the universe. It's all about your intent. So if your intent is to do it just to get the recognition or just to get the blessings, then you still ain't, you know what I'm saying, you're still not going to get it. Okay, if your intent is to be truly helpful, then your blessings will accumulate as they're going around that figure eight, and you will get your blessings back. Okay, pressed down, shaking together, and running over. Okay, with the same measure that you gave it out, it shall be measured back to you. Okay, so this is a universal law that has been set in place since the beginning of time. Okay, so y'all should, like I said, if you have common sense and if you start paying attention, it just begins. It makes sense. Okay, the only people who don't learn this naturally by trial and error are narcissists. This is why they're stuck in a loop of hypnotic rhythm. Okay, going around in circles, chasing their tail, thinking something different is going to happen when it never is. Okay, so when negative things seem to be happening as a punishment, just know that it is universal law in action. Okay, and like I said, due to these laws being in place, the human being is a self-correcting mechanism. Okay, you're not being judged or punished, but you are just basically suffering the effects of, or I don't even want to say suffering, but it's experiencing the effects of universal law, in action. Your higher self is always going to go before you to clear the way. Okay, and it'll bless you with miracles of varying degrees. Okay, when you make progress down the right path. Okay, so when you know when you're doing right or when you're not, because if you have a conscience, if you have a soul, if you are in any way connected to your own heart and mind. Okay, and if you pay attention, because most people, the people who make the biggest mistakes, they ignore their own intuition. But if you pay attention to your intuition, and do as you're being guided by your higher self, which is basically the larger non-physical part of you that can see your life from a bird's eye view. So it sees everything. It sees the past. Okay, it sees the future, and it knows the way. Okay, home back to itself, so that you can expand, so that you can grow, so you can level up. Okay, spiritually. And so it's trying to guide you back. So if you listen, you're being guided. But most people don't listen to their intuition. They think they know everything. So this is why they're stuck in this lower, darker world. Okay, when you're not making progress, it's because you your higher self has blocked the way down that road that you're trying to go because that's not the right path. Okay. And basically trying to get you back on the path that leads to the spiral of ascension. So if you're going around in circles and you don't seem to be rising or growing in any way, then you are probably not on the right path. Okay. You should be growing. The spiral goes up. Remember the spiral of ascension. Okay. So too many light workers are stuck and not really going, you're moving, but not how you should be. Okay. Because you're still carrying that pain of those past traumas. Okay. From this lifetime and from other lifetimes. Okay. And so at this time right now, I feel like it's time to let that go. You think I'm from, yeah, I am. I am. Okay. You can see it. Okay. And so I have more than one. I'm from more than one indigenous tribe on both sides of my family, Jason. So, but anyway, you guys, you know your higher self. Okay, too many people who are supposed to be doing light work, you still in pain. I'm not judging because I'm not saying that my ass ain't had a meltdown. You know what I'm saying here and there in the last couple of couple of yeah, my ancestors are definitely insisting that, you know what I'm saying, that I represent. Okay. And so, and I'm loving it, you know what I'm saying, because accepting the whole of who you are and really understanding that this is where a lot of my magic came from, you know what I'm saying. But you know as far as being an empath, okay, you have to learn how to release because you're holding on to it, whatever emotional traumas that we've had. Yes, we've been hurt. We get hurt by things that we see other people going through. We get hurt by every little damn thing. Okay. And that's okay, because it is your job. It is your job to take this energy in, transmute it, but to give it back to the divine. And this is what a lot of light workers have forgotten how to do. Okay, this is why I started off calling, my witching hour releases the release, so that you remember to release. Take the bath, do your saging, do your cleansing constantly. Do your cleanses. Okay, take your baths, put some sea salt, put some Himalayan pink salt, put Epsom salt in your bath. Okay, do this often. Okay, because at this, you understand, we're at war. Spiritual warfare is happening right now. Okay, so this is the time that you were born for, light worker. So we need you to be, on point in that tip top shape, and you need to learn how to release. Okay, for a lot of people, it's going to be coming up right now. Okay, memories, old traumas, stuff that you've been, holding on to for a long time. It's time to cry about it, scream about it. You know what I'm saying? Express your anger, but understand that this is the last. This is the last of it. Okay, imagine them as thought bubbles. You know how they put the little bubble over people in like a comic strip or something, and it's a bubble. Put that thought or that feeling, that emotion into that bubble, and just let that shit flow away. Give it back to the divine. Okay, release in your spiritual baths, release during your meditation, release by crying, by doing whatever it is that, by exercising, dancing. Okay, but release. This is time to release. Okay, we've just had the new moon. We are still in the new moon. I still feel the energy. Okay, so the energy is still here. Okay, let whatever go. It's time for new beginnings. Okay, because a lot of light workers, because you're carrying all of this heaviness with you, you don't remember who you are, and you don't remember your power. Okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to wake up. I'm gonna need you to heal yourself. Exactly, Dimitri. This is what we should all be doing: detoxing inside and out. Okay, because we pass through a veil of forgetfulness when we incarnate, and we forget who we are. We forget why we came. We forget the purpose. And we all do. I ain't saying I didn't forget, because when you come here, it's just so many things going on. It's so much distraction. You know what I'm saying? Because not only are you aware of your own reality and your own state of being, but you're also very hyper aware of everyone else's. Okay. And so, we go through this veil of forgetfulness. Okay. In each incarnation, and then the memories, though, they're still stored. Okay. In your auric field, in your energetic signature, in your, oh yeah, honey, I keep cinnamon everywhere. Okay. I got, I got, cinnamon in my candles right now that I have burning a lot. Everyone should be detoxing, and I'm glad. So I feel that y'all are listening to your spirits about this, because we all kind of seem to be on the same page. Of course, you should be detoxing. You should be drinking your alkaline water, eating your fruits and vegetables, and trying to eat as clean as you possibly can. Okay, but when we pass through that veil of forgiveness, we forgot who we are. Okay, the veil of forgetfulness, though, I don't want you to see it as, something that we shouldn't have had. Okay, it was actually an act of mercy. Okay, with the veil of forgetfulness, because for we don't want to come into each lifetime remembering, you know all the burdens and things from our past lives. You know what I'm saying? We want to come in here carrying the weight of all of the mistakes, and you know what I'm saying, the burdens, the negativity from past lives, regardless of whether, at the end of whatever life, whether we were able to release it or whatever. We don't want to come into any new life carrying the weight of anything from any other life. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Even though we cannot remember those past errors and transgressions and things from our past, they are still a part of our auric field. They are still a part of your Akashic record. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Alchemy is transforming the past pain and fear. Yes. And so this is what we're doing. And so this is what I'm trying to explain, how, when you let it come in, it's in you. If you've been hurt and you're holding on to it, it's still there. No matter how much you push it down, no matter how much you deny it. Okay. So now it's time to transmute it. Let it come up. Go ahead and think about the memory. Relive it. Okay. You're grown now. If it happened as a child, if it happened even just a year ago, you're stronger. Okay. Something very traumatic happened to me just a year ago, but I'm stronger now. Okay, and so now I can fully look at certain things. I can fully, because the sooner the better. Okay, so that you can again alchemize that energy, turn it into something. It becomes fuel for creative projects. It becomes fuel for you to better yourself. Okay, it becomes, turn that pain, that disappointment, you know what I'm saying, into, self-love. Turn it into a book that you're writing, a song that you're writing. Put that energy into something that will be beneficial, not only for yourself, but for other people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. It's all about, I'm glad you can feel the energy in the chat, Jason. Most of my people are very highly spiritually. They're powerful. There's a lot of power in this room. Okay, a lot of power. I have cinnamon broom. I got 2 cinnamon brooms hanging on my wall right now. I love cinnamon. Okay, I don't. You can see, Jason, you're new here. Okay, so if everyone knows that Oshun loves her cinnamon. Okay, and her honey. And you know what I'm saying, my sweets, and you know what I'm saying, we bring abundance, honey. Okay, and so we know about all of the abundance herbs, and I love cinnamon brooms. But since you guys mentioned them, I do want to get some new ones, because these are my cinnamon brooms that I've been had, and it is pumpkin season and cinnamon season. Okay, and so I do want to get some new ones, because I want that new cinnamon smell up in here. Okay, but basically, we're being brought back into balance. Okay, and so the things that are coming to the surface are traumas that got us off track to begin with, traumas that took us off on that other road to begin with. So now it's like we're being brought back to atonement, back at one. What is that? What's that song? Brian McKnight has a song, Back at One. And I don't really think people understood it, you know what I'm saying, that to the deep, to the depth of it. But atonement is at one mint. Okay, just break the word down. Atonement is at one mint. So atoning for something, you know what I'm saying? Whatever past transgressions, whatever past traumas, pains, hurts, or unforgiveness that we may have, that's what we're holding on to. That's what's holding us down. Okay, on the lower realms, and we're not able to rise. And I'm telling y'all, the higher realms are here right now, able for you to access if you let go, okay, of things that are holding you down. Okay, so forgive whatever anybody you're angry at, whatever, let it go. Okay, give it to spirit. Okay, because spirit will take care of that. Okay, and we all know this. Okay, yeah, and so we're basically because we still have those things in our aura, this is where they are coming from, for us to pay attention to them, for us to allow these energies to be transmuted, okay, into something more. Let them to be reconciled, okay, and return to harmony with the whole, with the rest of us, okay. So this is beyond the shadow work, you know what I'm saying, where we recognize energies that are still in our auric field that come from many lifetimes, not just this lifetime. Okay, within your energetic signature are all of the lifetimes, okay, that you've lived, and all of the information in your akashic field. Thank you so much for the 1111 rising Phoenix rising. I'm sorry, because that is I got that tatted on my wrist. It's a very significant, and I know and that's why you gave it to me. And so I return that energy to you hundredfold, honey, and believe that you will receive that. Okay. So, but, basically what we're doing is reunifying all the parts of ourselves. Okay. And if we let go of the crap, okay, that we're holding on to, that really is of no good, being mad at people, being resentful, being angry, even being insecure with ourselves, you know what I'm saying? It's time to accept ourselves fully. And your energy, let that, because your aura, it's like an aura cleanse when you do that. Okay. And so this reunification is the process that we are in the midst of right now. So if you're feeling up and down emotions, you know what I'm saying, just understand that everyone is going through this, and you're not alone. Okay, because people, a lot of people don't communicate with one another. We tend to isolate ourselves when we're going through things, and so this is why the teachers come and we share, because some people are just at home and they isolate, especially I isolate myself at times. And so I think about the people who have isolated themselves and they don't have contact with their spiritual families. They're not in contact with their soul family, their immediate family, or their blood family, maybe all narcs, or they don't understand, and so you feel very, very alone. Okay, and so this is why teachers such as myself come to help, for one, to help you guys connect with one another and help you understand that you're not alone. Welcome, Rising Aquarius. My Rich Gang is in the building. Okay, appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm sending everyone in the chat right now abundant blessings. Okay, so look for those. Okay, because this is a manifestation channel. Okay, and so I appreciate all of your energy. Okay, but anyway, we're in the midst of this reunification with self. Okay, and so anything that's not in alignment with the harmony that you know what I'm saying, that comprises your soul song. Do y'all remember me talking about the soul song? You know what I'm saying? Your energetic signature actually has a song. It has a tone to it that blends with, in this unified field, with this music, and your tone is needed. Okay, and so when you get, it's like when you're out of Wingu Love, welcome to the chat. Okay, when your tone blends in with the rest, there's this harmony, there's this beautiful song that's happening, okay? But when you're not in alignment, your tone, what I'm saying, you don't fit into your soul song is not played. So it's like you don't feel at peace within yourself. When you are aligned with your highest self, then you feel completely at peace. You feel joy. Okay, you feel in alignment, because when you're in alignment, magic just happens. You know what I'm saying? You can speak things into being, and it happens almost automatically. Okay, so by aligning your will with the will of your higher self, okay, which is naturally aligned with the will of the Most High, you put yourself in a very magical, in a very powerful space, okay, and that's the goal. And so in order to be able to do that, it's time to let go of anything that we're holding on to, okay, that is not in alignment with that, okay? Any resentment, any pain, anything, okay? So when we're not aligned, it's like a discordant note, okay, in your soul song, okay? So if y'all can hear the music in the background right now, it's meditation music, okay? By the way, what is this? We are listening to 528 hertz, okay? This is DNA repair music. This is Green Red Productions, okay? And this is nerve regeneration music and cell regeneration music, okay? 528 hertz. Very smooth, very calm, very relaxing, okay? So if I was to come in and just throw on a heavy metal, some heavy metal note right in the middle of all of that, in the middle of this, this very relaxing and calm vibration, that is just extremely, you know what I'm saying, discordant, okay? And that is, when we're out of balance, we have discordant notes in our soul song like that, okay? And so, we have to realign so that we get back to this very smooth, relaxing vibe, to where our own vibe is very peaceful, like Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Buddha said, let that shit go. Okay, so it's not worth being angry. It's not worth being upset. It's not worth, holding resentment towards anybody, because, this is your experience. This is your reality. Okay, so forgive, let go for your own good. Okay, for your own good. Okay, and so we don't want no discordant notes, okay, in our soul song, okay. We don't want no loud, heavy metal, throwing off the balance, okay, of our soul song, okay. But that is what the effects of being misaligned is like, okay. Both your inner and outer worlds will be off balance, okay, with those discordant notes in there. And so the reason why we want to forgive and let go of shit, okay, especially right now, you guys, like, if you've held on to it this long, because y'all know I've been telling you to let things go for the past few months. If you've held on up to this point, this is the time, okay. This is the time that you let it go, whether you have your closure, your answers. I promise you that your closure, your answers, your clarity will come to you, okay, from the divine. You have to have that trust. You have to develop that relationship with the divine, and these things will be shown to you. But what you don't want to do is be misaligned, okay. When you are aligned, your energy is concentrated, okay. Think about the word concentrated, okay, meaning you are all gathered up in the center. Everything is focused in the center, okay, because y'all hear me say a lot about hold your center, because this is what Archangel Michael told me to do, okay. Your center would be your solar power center, okay. And this is how, and so when you are aligned, all of your energy is concentrated in that solar power center. So do you see how you will be, it powers you up, because it's like a laser beam focus, in the place where all of your power is generated, okay. And so, your lower and higher self basically are connected at this point, okay? And then your solar power center is activated, okay? And when your solar power center is activated, then you basically can activate, it facilitates the opening, okay? And a lot of people, because this has been happening, I was watching another, she's a divine feminine, and she was talking about how her heart was hurting, okay? um and I felt those same sensations, okay? But what's happening is that it's the opening of the sacred heart that's happening. Now, remember we talked about the human heart, okay, and then the sacred heart, which sits behind physically. The sacred heart sits behind the human heart. You can study a physical body and see this. Behind the human heart is the sacred heart, which is the thymus, okay, which is the gateway to the divine. Okay. And so if you're feeling those pains around in your heart, like even yesterday, I felt like, damn, if I didn't know what was happening, I would feel that I'm having a heart attack. Okay. Because it is painful. Okay. The sacred heart is behind the physical heart. Like I said, it's the thymus in the physical body. The physical heart radiates this green healing energy. And ever since I was a little girl, I've always known, my spirit told me, love is green. And this is why green, and for several reasons, why green is my favorite color. Okay, green for me represents life. Okay, it represents healing. It represents love. Okay, and of course, I know most people be thinking about money, but that was like the last thing on my mind. Green represents everything, all of the beautiful gifts that God gives. Okay, to me are green. Okay, the green foliage plants, the trees, the grass. You know what I'm saying? I know that it means healing. It means love. It means abundance. Okay, your human heart radiates this green energy, but your sacred heart radiates a very beautiful pink energy that's very rare that you to see. Okay, when my youngest daughter was born, she had this pink glow all around her. You know what I'm saying? And so this is where, you know what I'm saying? That kind of pink, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, green is my very favorite color, and lately I've been loving pink a lot too. You know what I'm saying? But these two hearts, okay, they radiate. So when if you ever work with Archangel Raphael, he has both energies. Like the energy that he comes with is pink and green. You know what I'm saying? It's so off the chain. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Joy and peace. You know what I'm saying? Um, like I said, the physical heart, it radiates this green healing energy, and the pink heart radiates joy and peace. Okay, a peace beyond all understanding. It fixes everything. You know what I'm saying? It's what I felt in the air. It's what you feel in the air in the higher realms. You know what I'm saying? But with your sacred heart activated. And like I said, your sacred heart gets activated when you concentrate all of your energy. This is why self-love is so important, because all of your energy needs to be focused on you. Okay, going within. Okay, because if you do not go within, you go without. Okay, you want to go within, you want to concentrate all of your energy into your own solar power center. This powers it up. This activates the sacred heart. And then from the sacred heart, this is how you can take in the prana, the little sparkles in the air. This is how you can take in the God particles and then also share them. So through this portal of the sacred heart, God energy from heaven, prana, can be, given and received. Okay, and so this is why you have to focus on yourself. This is why self-love is so important, so that you can actually truly have the ability to bless others. Okay, when the heart is activated, God particles just flow out. Okay, you can call it creator light, you can call it, whatever, but it gives you the ability to share got that energy with other people. Okay. And also with the earth, you can literally send it down into the earth, which is also a living being, which also needs healing. Okay. So if especially, well, I'm not going to say, but I am going to say, okay. Being an earth sign, being a woman, okay, being very intimately connected with these things. If you feel these things, if you are an empath, especially a Heyoka empath, this is one of your special powers. I was just telling y'all about how in my hands, I feel the need to put rose water in my hands, and it just does something to my hands. It powers me up. So if I go and put my hands on the earth and I send this loving energy, because I'm telling you, it's an energy that's coming from your heart. Okay, so you must be empathic. Most empaths, you have this ability. You have a heart, and you have a human heart, and you have a sacred heart. Okay, so a lot of people who are empathic during this shift right now, you may be feeling some pain or some tightness around your heart area. Okay, this is because it's being activated if you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is loving yourself, taking your focus off of everything else. Yes, Phoenix Rising, this is exactly what we're doing. Okay, and because we have this ability to do this, we can also send that healing energy to other people, and again to the earth as well. Okay, the sacred heart, it stays veiled until you're evolved enough and ready to ascend back into the realms of light. Okay, so this is why it's just now activating for a lot of people. This is why it feels like something is hurting around your heart. Now, you may not have gotten here yet. Y'all know that I get stuff a little bit early before y'all, but this other girl, she was also an intuitive. Okay, and so she's probably on the same frequency as me, because she was feeling the exact same feelings that I was feeling at the same time. Okay, and she is a tarot reader. Okay, so I know that we are probably on the same frequency wise, which is why she's already feeling it. But it damn near feels like a heart attack or a panic attack, where your breath, you feel short of breath. You're breathing. Okay, you're definitely breathing, but your heart is just opening up. It's hard to explain until you've actually experienced it. But this is why I come to explain to you guys before you experience it. You're not having a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? But your sacred heart is being activated so that we can do what we came here to do, to heal ourselves, first of all, to heal the planet, okay, and the people on the planet, okay. But that sacred heart, the heart behind the heart, it does stay veiled until you are evolved enough, okay, because it is also not only it's a portal back to the realms of light. It's a portal to the divine. This is why they always tell you to go within. Okay, one time I was channeling, I actually literally was within and could see some steps, but this was inside of me. Like it's so Twilight Zoney, but I love it. Okay, the steps were so old. Okay, so yeah, even when I visited the Akashic records, because I used to do it a long time ago. I used to do it with this meditation, and I wish I could find it, but I had ordered it, and the guy would literally guide you like down these steps into your into the area where your Akashic record was within you. And it was amazing because it actually worked, and you got there. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing. So now I know how to do that. I know how to do it without him. But it was amazing how there really are some steps. Like going within you is really a real place. It's not just imaginary. You know what I'm saying? This is real. Okay, so everything is within. Okay. Oh, good. This is good, Dimitri. Even though we don't feel good, honey, we are being activated, okay? And your heart is being activated. And so we should hold, like I said, hold all of your energy in your center and don't give anyone else your energy, okay? Turn your enemies over to spirit like you've done. Dimitri, okay, we already know, that this is already done, okay. So not only is it's a portal back to the realms of light, and so when it opens, we can bring out that love energy, that you know what I'm saying, those God particles coming from the realm of light through our heart center. But it's also the same way that we go back ourselves back to the realms of light. Okay, so you know it's Twilight Zone. Okay, what else can I say? But like I said, very beautiful. The human heart was, however, because like I said, this the thymus, the sacred heart, was blocked by the divine. Okay, until you were evolved enough to be able to know how to use it. Okay, but the human heart, however, has also been blocked. Okay, and this is was by your own doing. Okay, by a lot of our own doing when we blocked our human heart. Okay, due to whatever form of emotional trauma that we've had. Okay, and so this is what needs to be healed. Yes, the stereo, exactly, Phoenix Rising, perfect description. Okay. Jason Schaffner, I don't doubt that, because sexual energy is very, very powerful. Okay. Um, but it is a stairway. It's a stairway to heaven, and it's so beautiful. And like I said, I remember it because the steps were old, but they were still shiny and new. Okay, but they were stone, and they were um gray. They was like this funny color of brown gray. Okay, but anyway, um the the human heart, you purposely blocked it after some form of emotional trauma. Okay, um so as we tap back into these higher frequencies, which are here right now, I woke up today and I knew something had shifted, a major shift, and we were in a new world. Okay, so right now, because everybody is focused, if you are, on self-love and loving yourself, then you know this is where we should be, because that is how we concentrate back into our center. Okay, so we're loving ourselves back into alignment, basically. Okay, so if you're doing what we've been advising to do the whole time, you're doing the right thing. You're loving yourself back into alignment. This is why the self-love is so important on this path. Okay, because having love and having love and compassion for yourself plugs you in to the compassion of the creator. Okay, to the compassion of the God that created you, from love, from wanting to see myself. Okay, basically. And so you begin to remember that you are a cherished son or daughter. Okay, you are a cherished spark of God. Okay, here on an important mission. Okay, once you begin to focus, concentrate all of your love and your attention and your energy back on yourself, you realign with yourself, you remember yourself. Okay, and so you remember that you are here on an important mission, and that there's nothing that you can say or do. Okay, nothing that you can think, say, or do um that will diminish the love that the creator has for you. Okay, and so if you're having any guilt or whatever about anything that you've done, understand that you have been judging yourself. Okay, you have already been forgiven, and so forgive yourself. Okay, forgiveness heals a whole lot. Okay, and it powers you up. And so I always hear that scripture where it's part of the prayer. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Okay, so if you are able to, because if there's anything that you need to be forgiven for, offer that same forgiveness to the people that you are holding unforgiveness to. You know what I'm saying? And the forgiveness is for you. Okay, the forgiveness realigns your mental, emotional, and etheric bodies. Okay, with the unified field of love and light. Okay, so that unified field of love and light is that field, that realm where I felt like the air is made of love. Okay, I'm breathing it in. The trees are breathing it in. The grass, everybody knows. Okay, that we are in God, that we are literally breathing in the breath of God. It feels like we're swimming in love. Okay, that we are, fish in a fish tank filled with love. Okay, you can tap into that realm. Okay, by forgiving, by letting go, by allowing your mind, body, and ethereal bodies to realign with one another, then you are in that unified field of love and light that I'm talking about. And when you are connected to that field, your physical health, it promotes physical health, basically an overall sense of well-being. Okay, Abraham Hicks talks about this stream of well-being. That stream of well-being, if y'all know about who Abraham Hicks is. If not, check Abraham out. Like I said, I consider Abraham a very old and dear friend. Okay, very old and very dear friend. Okay, Abraham Hicks. So Abraham talks about the stream of well-being, okay, which is the same thing as this field of love and light that I'm talking about, this unified field of love and light. It's a field that you can tap into, okay, by lightening your load. Okay, by packing light, by holding no resentment, no hatred, no anger, by not allowing people to trigger you into lower vibrations, by vibrating higher. Okay, so forgive yourself for any past thoughts, words, or actions. Okay, because in this reality, not just in this reality. Forgive yourself for any negative thoughts, words, or actions that you've done towards anybody in this reality, or in any other reality. You know what I'm saying? Not just in this reality, in any other reality, so that this is released from your auric field. Okay? Anything that is not in alignment with divinity, anything that's not in alignment with divine love, let that shit go. Forgive anyone, okay, who you've exchanged any conflicting or discordant energies with, okay, in this or in any other lifetimes or any other reality. Okay, return to anybody, any negative energies, any discordant frequencies, any bad memories, and any probable futures that you may be creating together in negativity. Return that shit back. Okay, let it go. Okay, and when you return these energies, wrap them in a bubble wrap made of love, okay, and send that shit back, okay, not with ill intent, but return it in a bubble of love, okay, so that you continue to vibrate high, and so that you're not creating any negative karma for yourself. As there, I believe in angels for everything. Okay, so there's abundance angels. You know what I'm saying? There's parking space angels. If y'all could see how many angels exist, y'all would understand that there are angels to help with everything. Okay, so let's just ask the angels of forgiveness to flood your being, okay, with love and light, so that you can become a love focused and heart centered master of self, okay, instead of being ordinary like everybody else who is, partially ego and part spirit, okay, part, fully human and fully divine. Okay, let's claim our full divinity as a master of self, okay, because every light worker should be a master of self, okay, and so forgiveness of self is essential, okay, even if other people don't forgive you, okay, it is essential that you forgive yourself, because when you forgive from the heart, it shifts the energy between you and those people, whether they want to act like they ain't forgiving you or whatever. If you forgive yourself, that energy is going to shift in your auric field. Okay, you are no longer going to be holding on or connected to those people by those negative etheric cords. Okay, so it's only necessary that you forgive yourself, okay, and then allow other people to change and do things in their own time and in their own way, okay, but your own feelings of guilt, fear, rejection, fear of failure, feelings of unworthiness, those are what cause the pain in your relationships and in with everyone else, that you've been dealing with. And it's because you had not forgiven yourself. Exactly, Phoenix Rising, because we were talking about the other day how nature abhors a vacuum, meaning that anytime you empty out a space of something, nature is going to come in and fill it with something better. Or I'm not going to say something better, it depends on, it's going to fill it. Okay. So what it gets filled with depends on you. So if you remove all of this negativity and this pain and this trauma that we've probably been holding on to for years, you know what I'm saying? When you remove it and you decide that I'm going to focus on, on love, on healing, on trying to be happy, then nature will come in and refill that empty space with something better, something more high vibrating. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, especially the narcs on this level, they love projecting their needs, their wants, their desires, and even their self-hatred and their guilt onto other people, okay, and expecting other people to fulfill those needs, expecting other people to feel their guilt, okay. And unfortunately, a lot of empaths have tried to take these things on, unintentionally, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally, okay. But even people who are not full-blown narcissists, people have a tendency to project their needs and their wants, okay, and their desires onto other people, especially in these codependent marriages and relationships. You expect the other person to make you happy, okay, and this is what leads to disappointment and dissatisfaction, okay. Like I said, the narc, they project their feelings of emptiness and worthlessness onto the narcs all the time, okay. But if you notice, when they hurt you, they also hurt themselves, okay, because they don't understand the connection, okay. So when we understand, now that we do understand the connection, then we want to be very mindful of what we're projecting onto other people, okay. So even when the narc appears to be running from you, they're really running from themselves, okay. And so what they end up realizing is, no matter where you go, there you are, okay, because at the end of the day, the truth is that there is but one of us, okay. There is but one being having many experiences. So if you want to receive, learn how to give, because you do not get by giving. I mean, you do not get by taking, okay, or receiving. You get by giving, okay. And when you learn that lesson, then you learn how to send out the energy that you want to return to you, okay. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Okay, you learn how to send that out so that you get it back. Okay, because whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously, it is happening. Okay, and so all the negative energies. Um, when you look, okay, when you look into somebody else's supply, the things that are missing within you. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to be unhappy. You're always going to be, and you're making the other people, unhappy. Okay, so these are the things that we need to overcome. I'm not talking to the narcs, because you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not. If they're willing to try to work on themselves, whatever. You know what I'm saying. But you guys know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying. We need to release these things, okay. There's a lot of negative things that we need to face and overcome. As far as what we've gone through, let that shit go, but you have to let it come to the surface so that it can be released. You don't want it to keep always returning, coming back up as a memory that you're constantly trying to basically suppress, okay. um the relationships that we've had that were negative, that hurt us, you know what I'm saying, they basically came to come and point out to us and make us very aware of what energies that we need to be letting go of, you know what I'm saying, that we need to be transmuting, okay. So your narcissistic ex or whatever, they were showing you what you need to transmute, what you need to face and overcome. They also were showing you the positive things that you need to develop, okay? Or you were showing them. It's vice versa. When you're in these relationships, you are one another's teacher, okay? Simple as that. And it's not always pretty. It's not always, sometimes it's very, very painful, okay? And so depending on how these relationships are handled, it's either painful or it's fulfilling, okay? And it can also be both, okay? Relationships that are karmic in nature, They're usually physically focused, okay? They're fear-based, they're rigid, they are restricting, they are narcissistic in nature. That's what a karmic relationship is. And so those, basically came to teach you lessons. They're going to point out to you the negative parts of yourself that you need to change, because usually a karmic relationship is showing you how you've been treating other people. But now this person has come to treat you the way you've been treating other people, to make you aware of, you know what I'm saying, your own shortcomings, okay? But a relationship that is divine in nature, okay? It's sacred. It's love-based. It's spiritual in nature. It's a relationship where both people are being allowed to grow and express who they are. You know what I'm saying? It allows each other to express the positive aspects, okay, of your masculine and feminine sides in balance. Okay, both people in the relationship are being able to fully just be who they are without restrictions and without feeling judged by the other person. Okay, so as we lift our consciousness and raise our frequency, we naturally begin to attract other people on that same frequency. Okay, these people are who I was talking about as far as comprising. These people comprise your soul family. Okay, so your soul family consists of, some of your earthly relatives. Okay, but people who are vibrating on your same frequency, who are having some of the same experiences that you've had, because sometimes your earthly family will not be on the same page at all. Some of them are your enemies, okay, because so many people are narcissistic in nature. Okay, and if anyone, again, if you don't understand what I'm saying, refer back to my dream about the time of change, where people were possessed and didn't even know it. We are in that time right now. And if a lot of your people surrounding you, your friends, family, whatever, you will begin to notice, if you're awake and aware, how narcissistic some of those people are, and feeling the need to distance yourself from them, okay, because they are possessed, okay, unfortunately. Okay, and like I said, most of the world is narcissistic in nature, so we have to be very, very discerning, okay. But your soul family is not going to only consist of, some of your earthly family and earthly friends, but you have galactic and solar relatives. You have a universal family, okay? And some in the spirit realm, who wish to connect and to communicate with and through you, okay? As well as the multiple facets of yourself that you have. Again, there's larger non-physical aspects of you that have not incarnated in the physical, but that are guiding you from a bird's eye view. Your spirit guides. When you hear us talk about my spirits, you know what I'm saying? This is who we're talking about. When you hear us tarot readers talking about our spirits, or not just the tarot readers, but spiritualists, period. When we talk about my spirits, this is what we're talking about. Okay, we're talking about our galactic family, our universal, our solar family. We're talking about the multifaceted aspects of ourself, the non-physical, spiritual, you know what I'm saying, parts of ourself that see this life from a bird's eye view. They are able to guide us, okay? And so, you know what I'm saying, we start to bring all of those together, okay, and connect, bringing, like I told y'all, remembering means to put back together, okay? And so when we put back those things together, then we begin to feel the fullness of our higher self, our God self, okay, the fullness of our whole I am presence. Like I said, the angels, when they come, they always say that we are you. Okay, they don't say that they nothing separate from me, even though we refer to them as something separate, because a lot of us identify with the little me, the small self, the physical self, and you don't understand that these larger non-physical parts of you, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, they're all a part of you as well. And so now we're coming to the place where we are beginning to integrate those things all back into ourselves, okay? And beginning to understand exactly who and what it is that we are, the whole fullness of who you are, the multifacets of yourself coming back together to represent God, okay? Your I am presence, okay? So you can begin the process, because forgiveness is what's necessary Okay, forgiveness of yourself and of anyone else that you have an etheric cord tied to, for whatever reason. Okay, you can begin that process right now. Okay, so that your sacred heart portal can be open, and so that your blessings can begin to flow into your lives from the realms of light. Okay, this is where they come from. They come in literally through your heart, your heart's desires. Okay, they can start to appear in your reality if you allow your heart center to be opened. Okay, so you know allow your heart to open. It hurts. If your heart has been blocked, if it's been covered up in any sort of way, if you have not been using it, if you've been in denial of loving someone, or because maybe they hurt you, if you've been not letting that love flow, it's going to be a little bit painful when your sacred heart begins to open. So if you're having trouble with this, like I said, your spirits are all around you. Okay, even the angels, they're all around you. And so they are a heartbeat and a thought away. Okay, so ask for help. They love to help you. They are waiting for you to ask for their help. After my ex-body slammed me, I knew I had to make a change within myself, and I learned how to love. Yes, and it's so important. It is the essential part of healing, Phoenix Rising. And so I know that and this is why I say I know that most of the people who come to my chat, okay, you all are, we're all in alignment, okay? All of you guys are very powerful beings, in your own right. You know what I'm saying? And we share energy. It's an energy exchange. You know what I'm saying? At no time do I feel superior to anyone here. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning from you all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving and receiving, love and light energy from you all. Okay, this is as it should be. Okay, but your spirits are all around you. Okay, you have angels that are at your immediate disposal, so they wait for you to ask them to help you. They are waiting for your invitation. Okay, because they can only intercede in your affairs, only so much. But when you ask, they can intervene. Okay, they can help you, they can guide you, they can create miracles in your life. Okay, so all they are waiting for, you guys, is an invitation. Okay, and so I just wanted to stop by and remind you guys of that, because I know that a lot of people are feeling down, have been feeling. I know they was yesterday. Like I said, I don't remember anything. Okay, I remember yesterday, all day yesterday though. I felt very heavy in my heart, and I knew it was other people's stuff. Okay, but my spirits also told me that this is a release. They need to release. Okay, it's about releasing. It's about raising. Okay, it's about releasing all of the old, energy that's no longer useful, that no longer serves you. It's about releasing. It's about raising your vibration. Okay, and then it is about releasing the toxicity, raising your vibrations, putting out your intentions so that you can manifest. Okay, so your manifestations, when you're vibrating low, you're putting out energy, but that shit is going so slow that you lose focus on it before it even comes around the loop for you to get it back. It's moving so slow that the time lapse makes you lose hope in it. It makes you lose your focus on it. Okay, that focus needs to stay on it. But when you raise your vibration, when you release all that heaviness, then your energy is going around that loop much quicker. Your manifestations come much quicker. And don't forget, as it's going around the loop, it's gathering more energy of like frequency. Okay, so if you're dreaming of getting more money or a new house or whatever, put that out there and stay focused on it. Keep your vibes high. So right now, this energy was about releasing anything that's weighing you down, so you can move faster, so you can raise your vibrations, so that you can put your intentions out there, so that you can manifest. Okay, so it's about releasing, raising, intending, and manifesting. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, I hope that what was given here has been truly helpful, that it will be truly helpful to whoever might catch it later. Okay, I feel like just sharing energy with one another, because I feel a lot of people at home, people in isolation, people being the only one in your family who is even spiritually inclined. Okay, so you're surrounded by a lot of people who are succumbing to fear, who believe in what they're telling you on CNN. Okay, and so I know that it's very important for you to connect with your family of light, and so I so appreciate you all sharing this time and space with me. Okay, and I am sending you love, light, and healing frequencies. Okay, if anyone needs me, because people who I'm doing work for, your work is. Your work is being done, honey. Believe that. Okay. I think that's another reason why I slept for like 24 hours. Okay. I got two people who I'm doing some, pretty heavy work for. And yeah, it's going. Okay. So let me say that. And I will be in touch with you guys, because I did take these last couple of days off because of the new moon energy. Okay, and the work that I'm doing, it needed to be in the waning moon. Okay, so I will be in touch with my people on Monday, who I'm actually doing work for. You know who you are. Okay, and to all of my other people. And by the way, you guys, all of my spiritual cleansing products are going to go on sale on Monday, and they're going to be on sale all week. So any of the soaps, okay, any of the soaps, I have them Dead Sea Salt soaps, I have mud bath soaps, I have rose petal soaps, because it's very important, you guys, for you to physically clean yourself too. But these soaps, they are aura cleansers. Okay, and so it's important right now at this time, being in the midst of warfare, for you all to keep keep your auras cleansed and clean, for you to let go of the small shit. Okay, don't let people trigger you. Okay, keep your vibes high, put on some music or whatever you need to do to raise your vibrations. Okay, but do not allow what seems to be going on in the world to keep you from raising your vibes, because the mothership will be taking off very, very soon. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Once again, we were listening to Green Red Productions, DNA Repair Music, 528 hertz. Okay, and I am sending you all peace, love, and abundant blessings. Talk to y'all soon.